It done got crazy out here in these YouTube streets. Oh, Lord have mercy. Everybody got an opinion on that big meat situation, and it ain't looking too good. And then it's just like, here we go, of all people. Jay Prince gotta insert his little 5'4" pea-head self over into the middle of a conversation in a quarrel that don't concern him. He go on his Instagram once again and writes, Big Meech was worth over $100 million before he went to prison. 50 used Meech's life to make money and gave him $5 million, and now he think he created the BMF brand. Lord have mercy. See, the thing about that, if Big Meech was worth over $100 million before he went to prison, how did he let Rick Ross trick him out his bag? If he worth over $100 million, he wouldn't be sitting up here trying to get all the wrong money just to pay some bills. Big Meech wanna shine. Big Meech wanna shine. Yes, he used his life to make money. He's a businessman. And plus, that's a story that people would like to see. I personally live 20 minutes outside of Atlanta. And I'm old enough to remember being in Atlanta and seeing all the cars, the Lamborghinis and the Rolls Royces when Big Meech was out and doing his thing. I remember seeing the billboards on Highway I-20. And I just thought they were just guys blowing money and a rap label. That's all I thought. I never knew nothing about Big Meech. Okay, then he goes on to say, and now 50 thinks he created the BMF brand. Everybody know 50 Cent didn't create the BMF brand. But 50 Cent, what he did was he green lighted and he breathed breath into the BMF brand. Rick Ross wasn't trying to do that. Rick Ross had 19 years to do that, other than just make a song. Then he keeps going. People talking about Meech wasn't loyal to someone who he allowed to make money from his life story. What does he owe 50? Remember the letter that Meech wrote from prison to 50 Cent that he allowed 50 Cent to publish? He says, nobody in the entertainment business put my family on a legal path to make money. Nobody. With all the entertainers and the athletes that I know, nobody put my family on a way to make legal money. Then he's pretty much done really messed up 50 Cent on his own life rights. That's the messed up part about it. So Mr. J. Prince goes on to say, even crazier is how all of 50's minions is ignoring the fact that he is basically admitting that he is a federal informant. Just like Tammy. Irv tried to warn us. Man, it done got crazy out here in these YouTube streets. Oh, Lord have mercy. And once again, this is just another instance of Irv by mentioning Irv got his name, he's trying to get up under 50 Cent's skin. He's been trying to get up under 50 Cent's skin since 2004 because he had a friendship with Irv Gotti and 50 Cent was messing up their operation. And he's not well read because he would know that 50 Cent didn't know until the woman told him. Had he not fell out with the woman and told the woman that she was messing up his image, a lot of this stuff wouldn't even be coming out now. Then he goes on to say, the stuff sounds so jacked up and emotional till it's not funny. Cuffy got on a call and said he cool with Tammy the cop, but is worried about Meech, who they have no evidence of snitching, just speculation. No, it's not speculation. But I'm going to have to say allegedly, but it's not speculation. She didn't know Suarez and she didn't know Cuffy. The first affidavit that was filed in the courtroom, what she testified to in the courtroom, was how Cuffy knew who and why he was going down in that situation. That's fact. The second affidavit is what people want to point to, is where she came back and tried to clean it up to take him out of it. That was because after Cuffy put the phone calls in and the goons start going out, issuing threats, finding where the woman lives, showing up at a job, saying they're going to do this to the son, going to kill Big Meech. That's when she tried to go back and clean it up. But that affidavit was never filed. The first affidavit that was filed is the one that was filed with the court. She never filed a second affidavit because she was exposed. She was criminally exposed at that point. She couldn't change what she had said under oath. That's just common sense. Then the main point in it, he doesn't have to be in the paperwork. If she said that she was working on his behalf to get him a time cut, he says he knew nothing about it. Go and ask any law enforcement officer anywhere. Police, FBI, I don't care who it is. Coast Guard, I don't care who it is. You can't do work on somebody's behalf without them knowing about it. They just sitting in jail and you're out working on their behalf. You would have to let them know if that's what you were doing, working on their behalf, trying to get a time cut. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. I'm from the area, 20 minutes outside of Atlanta. I know. Nobody wants Big Meech to be a rat. Nobody wants Big Meech to be a rat. Then he ends with, this is not in defense of anybody. It's just crazy that Officer 50 gets a pass to tell on people. Why do you think he's trying to paint Tammy as the good person? Because she has dirt on him. That's why. And see, there goes Jay Prince again. He always goes over into the speculation. He always got something to say or try to interject himself in with thinking he's a gangster. He got the same syndrome that Big Meech have. He just don't understand that these kids today don't give a damn who he is. You can't bully and throw your weight around and try to intimidate people like Donald Trump in the year 2025. Just not possible. Just not possible. But he been tapping at 50 Cent since 2004, calling him a police since then. But it's funny how Whack 100 press up on him. So he know he got to go to the West Coast. He got to deal with that blood action. And then his cop out is Whack 100 is the police. See, Jay Prince and his son, they never want real friction. Thing I don't like about him is, like I say, I'm from the South. I'm from Georgia. Grew up on the Ghetto Boys. All of the rap a lot. The thing about that is, Jay Prince wasn't trying to jump up in no camera. He wasn't trying to get up in a camera. Now all you see, he got his face up in the camera. Nothing wrong with him wearing the jewelry, but you talking about somebody maybe 60 years old. You don't never hear Master P talking down on a teenage rapper or somebody 40 years younger than him, talking about Quavo should have died and talking to Offset. You would never see Master P nobody sit up and have friction with no 20-something-year-old rapper on no street beef. And then you going sitting down on the Breakfast Club, trying to intimidate with your words and stuff. These young people ain't hearing that shit. Tried to extort NBA YoungBoy. He wasn't hearing that shit. Yeah, you could have called NBA YoungBoy on the phone. I got your jewelry. I got your cars. Like I said, I don't want none of this shit back. You could have called me. Yeah, he don't move. He don't move like an OG. It's just he must be having some kind of midlife crisis or something. He always got to interject himself into something. But when you press his ass, that's what it is. That's just like with Big Mike. If you from the South, everybody knows the artist named Big Mike. His classic album was called Something Serious. I used to play that all the time. All the time. Then he wasn't paying him. Hell, he wasn't really paying Scarface and Willie D either. Or Bushwick Bill. He was giving them boys peanuts. The thing about that, they wasn't saying nothing about it. He wanted his money. Like you say, my mama still live in the projects. Then he come with the gangster shit with Big Mike. This man was telling a story about laying up in his bed. His old lady is 8 months pregnant with their child. This man send the goons to his house, shoot his house up. And then he turned around. He didn't go to the police on them. He came right back at them how they got at him. Was about to burn the studio down and everything. I remember that. And then the rumors was starting. Big Mike went crazy. He on drugs. This. Which wasn't nothing but a lie. You never hear Jay Prince address that when somebody press his ass. Ask him about how Big Mike got at their ass. Ask him that question. Since he always got his little 5'4" pea-head self trying to interject up in the middle of something that don't even concern him. He defending, at this point, the indefensible. Like I said, if Meech gonna say, well, I didn't know she was doing that. No. Gene Deal is a cop. Gene Deal said the same thing. I don't care where you at. If you're in a state jail, I don't care where you at. You're in a federal prison. I don't care who the cop is. If she can't just come and just do work on your behalf without them letting you know what she was doing. I know it hurts. But listen to Big Mike in his own words. Let him tell you how he pressed up on the little pea-head 5'4" Jay Prince, James.
You know what I mean? So that's what started the rockiness in the relationship with me and Rapper. Like, you know, it came to an ugly head. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to get into all of that right now, but you know what I'm saying? I wound up going to the penitentiary for my part in it. That's what happened with my career. You know what I'm saying? Contractual disputes and leading into some gangster shit. And I wound up having to go to the penitentiary. You know, everybody was wondering what happened to Big Mike, all kind of rumors going around. Man, he was on drugs, he went crazy. None of this is true. I did as much drugs as any other artist did drugs at the time. You feel me? Yeah. Right? None of this is true. You feel me? Yeah. My record company handled me faulty. They came at me faulty. When they came at me faulty, I ain't go to the authorities. But when I came back at them, how they came back at me, people go to the authorities. I wound up in the penitentiary. I'm like, all right, cool. I called that shot. Feel me? I'm going to take my lick. I take my lick. I come back home. God was with me throughout the whole ordeal. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm here, loving my life. You feel me? Looking good, sounding good. The father, a grandfather. You feel me? So I'm blessed, man.
That part. James. Hey, Jay Prince, quit all that selective gangsterism. You know what I'm saying? Next time you come on the Breakfast Club, make sure they ask you that question about how Big Mike got at your ass. We're not going to talk about that when we sitting down doing them tough